Hello, and welcome to Select 10. If you're looking for amazing sci-fi movies to watch, look no further. Amazon Prime in 2025 is jam-packed with fantastic adventures, ranging from adrenaline-pumping space operas to mind-bending futures. Whether you're into time loops, extraterrestrial events, or AI gone insane, we have assembled a comprehensive list of the best sci-fi films streaming on Amazon Prime right now. Number 7. Sorry to bother you. It is a 2018 sarcastic sci-fi dark comedy film directed by Boots Riley. The plot centers around Cassius Green, an underprivileged salesperson in Oakland, California, who is unable to make ends meet. The narrative progresses as he discovers a way that propels him into a profitable but ethically dubious business world and makes him a highly successful person. But as he advances through the ranks, he discovers a sinister plot within the influential company Worry-Free and must decide whether to resist the inequalities of the system or keep enjoying its benefits. The film is aesthetically fascinating, emphasizing its humor through strange, dramatic sequences. From the weird corporate visuals to the surreal transformations, Boots Riley uses a distinct, nearly surreal approach to enhance the movie's bizarre effect. Overall, it's a daring, imaginative, and provocative picture that offers an ironic commentary on contemporary finance, social class, and corporate recklessness. Although its bizarre style might not appeal to everyone, anyone who likes socially aware, non-traditional narrative should definitely watch it. Number 6. The Vast of Night. It is a 2019 sci-fi thriller that Andrew Patterson directed. The movie takes place in a 1950s small town in New Mexico and centers on a radio communication employee, Everett, and a young telephone worker, Faye, as they work their nighttime work shifts and discover an odd sound frequency. While the whole town is preoccupied with the school's basketball match, the two of them try to find out what's happening before it escapes into a realm of mystery. The visual style of the movie creates an overwhelming feeling of isolation and unsettling anticipation, heightening the dramatic storyline. The two main characters' lively, humorous conversation encapsulates the spirit of youthful curiosity, giving their study a convincing and fascinating atmosphere. While the film's slow pacing and dialogue-heavy narrative may turn off viewers hoping for action-packed science fiction, its subtle style successfully creates brilliant suspense. Overall, it is a little-known science fiction film that relies more on narrative and psychological suspense than on just great visuals. It's a must-watch for fans of classic sci-fi thrillers. Number 5. Sputnik. It is a 2020 science fiction horror movie directed by Igor Abramenko. The movie unfolds in 1983 amid the Cold War and centers on neurophysiologist Tatiana Klimova, who is called in to evaluate astronaut Konstantin Veshnyakov, the sole remaining member of an unexplained space journey. While being held at a covert Soviet location, Konstantin is unaware that he has become a host to an unidentified alien creature that emerges from his body at night. As Tatiana looks into it, she discovers horrific details about the creature's origins and its connection to Konstantin. The film's visuals complement the harsh Soviet-era backdrop while also delivering superb horror and anticipation. While some narrative twists are routine, the underlying psychological richness and spooky backdrop more than compensate. Overall, it is a fascinating, thoughtful sci-fi thriller with a distinct perspective on alien-human contact, providing an intense and intellectual experience. Number 4. Lapsis. It is a 2020 sci-fi drama directed by Noah Hutton. Set in an alternate future, the story centers on Ray Tinselli, a middle-class guy who is trying to save his ill brother. Feeling hopeless, he joins the freelance work as a cabler, a technician who connects enormous quantum computer units by manually laying many kilometers of dense wires. When Ray receives a suspicious job authorization under the name Lapsis Beef Tech, he rapidly finds that the system has been engineered against labor, with intelligent robots vying for jobs. As he learns greater details regarding the source of his job and the unseen forces that are ruling the business, Ray has to choose whether to cooperate or refuse. Even though Lapsis has a compelling plot and excellent world building, not everyone will enjoy its absence of typical sci-fi grandeur. Plus, certain elements of the story, such as the history of Lapsis, are intentionally unclear, which may irritate viewers seeking a more definitive ending. Overall, it is a clever sci-fi picture that examines the gig economy through a distinct dystopian filter, providing an interesting yet subtle perspective on labor, technology, and corporate power. Number 3. The Crazies. It is a 2010 science fiction horror thriller that Breck Eisner directed. The film takes place in the small town of Ogden Marsh and follows Deputy David Dutton and his wife, Dr. Judy Dutton, as they discover unusual behavior among the residents. As the crisis worsens, they realize that a fallen military plane polluted the drinking water system with a bioweapon, transforming everyone into violent lunatics. Meanwhile, the US military isolates the community, but instead of assisting, they start exterminating survivors in order to limit the infection. Amid this, David, Judy, and a few others negotiate the mayhem, dodging both sick people and vicious soldiers while they struggle for their safety and look for a way out. Unlike traditional zombie films, the film concentrates on subtle but unpleasant changes compared to hideous monsters, and it effectively builds suspense while adhering to familiar survival horror cliches that may feel predictable to genre enthusiasts. Overall, it's a fascinating horror thriller that effectively blends virus horror and authority paranoia. While it does not break much new ground, cast great acting, interesting setting, and deadly action make it a solid addition to the genre. Number 2. Never Let Me Go. It is a 2010 bleak science fiction drama directed by Mark Romanek. Based on Kazuo Ishiguro's book, the film chronicles Kathy, Tommy, and Ruth as they grow up at Hailsham, an exquisite boarding institution with an evil agenda. As they grow into adults, they slowly discover their destiny while navigating affection, jealousy, and knowing of their fates. The film has a melancholy visual aesthetic, and its sentimental and tragic mood is further enhanced by its beautiful camera work. The emotional complexity of the story, as well as philosophical themes about humanity, ethics, and freedom, will leave you thinking. Overall, it is a tragic and oddly beautiful movie that stays with you long after the credits have rolled. While it is not for people who want action or a fast-paced narrative, it is a truly touching reflection on love, loss, and the purpose of life. Number 1. The Abyss. It is a 1989 sci-fi adventure movie directed by James Cameron. The film is a striking voyage into the unexplored that combines military suspense, first-contact sci-fi elements, and deep-sea research. The narrative opens with the inexplicable sinking of an American nuclear sub in the Caribbean and centers on a civilian underwater mining team led by Bud Brigman, who gets hired by the US Navy to assist in the search for the submarine. As disputes among his crew and the military escalate, the group must deal with both human issues and the astonishing curiosity of what lies below. The breakthrough CGI was landmark at the time, laying the groundwork for following blockbusters such as Terminator and Jurassic Park. While The Abyss is aesthetically breathtaking and philosophically complex, the alien species and their motivations feel undercooked. Overall, it's a visually stunning science fiction epic that is still among James Cameron's finest films. Its combination of human drama, underwater adventure, and challenging sci-fi makes it a must-watch for fans of the genre, even though its lengthy runtime may not be to everyone's taste. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.